Welcome back, guys. So in today's tutorial we are going to be learning how to make this bag. It has a zipper, then also a loop. So that is an example of one that I made, but I'll be illustrating with this. So here is my zipper allowance. Here you can see me measuring my zipper allowance and then my dart. So altogether I have about 6 on that part, 6.5 on that part. So I'm going to go ahead to cut through on my dart line. So I cut it halfway before, but I'll just finish it up like this. So now I have my dart and the zipper allowance on one part, then the other parts of the back on one part like this. Now I'm going to be inserting this in between the darts. So I already went ahead to open the zipper part. As you can see, now I'll take the measurement from the top of this to the lower part. So this is the half length and it is an half shoulder. So I have 13 here. I'm really sorry with the way the camera is moving, so I had to hold this because I could not find my tripod stand. Alright, so here I have the length of 13 inch and then the wideness is about 4, so this is going to be on fold. Now you can see that it is the exact length with what I have on the main bodies. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to go ahead to reduce this with 1 inch so that it can be shorter, because it can definitely not be the same thing with that one because we'll not be able to sew on it. So now I'll trim this with 1 inch. Now I have 12 inch after I'm done trimming it. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be folding this. Now I'll sew on these edges half inch all through. So fold your fabric this way, right side facing right side, then stitch this down with half an inch on the upper part. Also on the lower part, stitch this down with half an inch. So guys, this is what I had after I was done. So you can see that the length has actually reduced to about 10 inch after I was done stitching. So I already placed my boning inside. So this is a non-sewable boning. So that's what I'm going to be using for this. Now what I'm going to do is I'll make sure to stitch as tight as possible close to the boning, but you want to be careful not to break your needle while you are doing this. So you can see I inserted my boning already. So I'm going to be stitching close to the boning, directly beside it, so that the boning does not shift and it can stay in place. So this is exactly how you're going to be doing yours, guys. So sew exactly close to it. You want to take your time while doing this so that you don't break your needle. So I already went ahead to stitch down both sides. Now what is left is to insert this in between my dart. So this is how it looks like. Now I went ahead to get my back. So this is the side back and then the other side of the back. So I'm going to be placing this in between this like this. So you want to come down from the upper part by 1 inch and then go up on the lower part by 1 inch, so that you have 1 inch on both the top and on the bottom of this. Then you'll be stitching it down just the way you can see me placing it. So I'm going to be use my tape to measure it. This is just me showing us how it's going to be looking like. So just place it in between like this and stitch down. Remember to leave 1 inch up and then 1 inch down, as you can see after I was done. So this is what it looks like, guys. So you want to make sure it is actually a very tight stitch. So I went ahead to use this to cut my lining piece. So my lining is not going to be joined separately. I cut a piece for it. So now I'm going to be stitching on those parts you can see me touching. So on the top and then the two sides, which is the zipper side and then the normal shaping sides. So this is what I had after I was done. So you can see it looks as neat as possible, and this is even before ironing. So this is what I had, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead to attach this to the lower part of the skirt so that it can make a piece. And then this other part in the inner part will serve as my zipper allowance, which is about 1.5. So this is it after I was done attaching it to the upper part. So this is what it looks like. Now what I'm going to do is now I'll work on fixing the zip. So this is also the front. So I'll leave a link if you don't know how to draft the bustier. So this is how my bustier came out like. So this is how it looks like after I was done. So the only thing that is left is I went ahead to fix my highlight, and this is what I had. So you can see it came out looking as good as possible. So if you find this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, and please, if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer them. Thanks for watching, guys.